Welcome back, everybody. Today we're diving into False Reach.
Oh,
It,
okay.
it's
Interesting.
yeah, it's a realm like where ancient powers are simmering, and sibling rivalries are kind of heating up,
Okay.
and inner demons kind of they take on a very literal form.
I see.
Our source material is excerpts from a fantasy novel,
Gotcha.
and believe me, this author really goes there.
Oh, wow.
We're talking shocking betrayals, devastating losses, and characters wrestling with choices that could totally reshape their very beings.
That sounds pretty intense.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I think is so fascinating about False Reach is that it's not just external battles and magical powers.
Hmm.
The author uses those elements to explore these really human themes of trauma and control,
Right.
and the choices we make when we're faced with extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's start with the Cherry Grove tragedy. This event really throws you headfirst into the darkness of Falls Reach.
Mm-hmm.
A peaceful school becomes the stage for this brutal attack by demonic forces.
Wow.
Yeah, and we see Lima, our protagonist, experience the horror of losing her best friend Lace and her father in all the chaos.
That's awful.
Yeah, and it's not just the loss itself, but it's the way that it happens that really sets the tone.
Right.
The attack is orchestrated by Lima's own uncle,
Oh, wow.
Drake Rain,
Okay.
and he's a high-ranking official in Purificor.
And what is that exactly?
It's this powerful organization.
Huh.
So, I mean, talk about a family betrayal.
Yeah, that's true.
It really throws Lama's world into turmoil.
Mm.
It raises all these questions about the motivations of those in power.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a real gut punch for sure.
Yeah.
The source material does not shy away from the violence at all.
Really?
No.
Wow.
It makes you feel like the rawness of Lama's trauma as she escapes.
Yeah.
And then there's Cain Erebus,
Okay.
the Purificor agent who kills Lace.
Mm-hmm.
He's his demeanor is so chillingly casual.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he describes the attack as a bonus mission.
Oh, that's terrible.
It makes him instantly unlikable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so his character is interesting
Okay.
because he represents the darker potential of conviction.
Right. The force that fuels everything
Yeah, exactly.
in this world.
Uh-huh. Unlike Lima, whose conviction is born from love and a desire to protect,
Yeah.
Cain's seems to be fueled by a nihilistic enjoyment of suffering.
Oh, wow.
I know. So it's a stark contrast that really raises questions about the nature of power and the responsibility that comes with it.
That's deep.
And we see this contrast even more when we get to Lima's transformation.
Yeah.
She could have, succumbed to despair and become a zealot.
Oh, right. The monster born from trauma.
Exactly. But instead she awakens her own conviction and transforms into something else.
Huh. Interesting.
The author makes a clear distinction
Yeah.
between her transformation and how the zealots are created.
Right.
It suggests that that Lima's path, while it's also fueled by rage and pain,
Yeah.
it's different.
Okay.
It's a path where choice and conscious control might be possible.
So she still has a free will.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
She retains her sense of self,
Okay.
and she demonstrates this surprising amount of control over her newfound strength when she encounters Cain again after her transformation.
Well, wow.
She could have killed him
I bet.
easily,
Yeah.
but she chooses to spare him.
Wow. Why?
It's significant because it shows that that despite the trauma she's experienced, she's not driven by revenge.
Mm-hmm.
She's fighting to survive. Yeah, she's fighting to protect herself and others, but she's not succumbing to that darkness.
That consumes people like Cain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this internal struggle, this choice between succumbing to rage or harnessing her power for good,
Yeah.
that seems like it's going to be a central theme
Oh, for sure.
of her journey.
Yeah.
It resonates with our own lives too, don't you think?
Definitely. Yeah. We all face those moments.
Exactly.
When we have to choose, right?
Totally.
Between giving into anger or channeling it into something good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now, after she wakes up in the hospital,
Okay.
we see Lima reunited with her estranged mother, Alicia.
Oh, okay.
And her twin brother, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
So Alicia's, she's the CDO of Rain Industries.
Wow.
Powerful.
Okay.
And their relationship is, well, frosty.
Oh, wow.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Jesse, on the other hand, he offers Lima warmth and support,
right.
which she clearly needs. Yeah, so the contrast between Alicia and Jesse is, it's pretty striking.
I bet.
Alicia's cold demeanor really suggests a past filled with, like, conflict and unresolved issues.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's powerful, she's influential, but her relationship with Lima just seems, like, riddled with these unspoken tensions.
Right.
Jesse's compassion, though, that really highlights the potential for healing and connection within this fractured family.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It really makes you wonder about the history there, right? What happened?
Yeah.
And what role is Alicia going to play in Lima's journey, right?
Yeah.
Especially with this whole Fool's Festival thing thrown in.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Speaking of the Fool's Festival, this is where things get even more intriguing.
Okay.
Lima and Jesse encounter Periclos.
Who is it?
Well, he seems to operate outside, like, the normal rules of reality.
Okay.
And he reveals that there's this competition where individuals are chosen based on their potential and like their experiences.
I see.
Yeah, and it's cryptic.
Oh, I bet.
And a little unsettling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Periclos explains that the prize is this mysterious world fruit.
World fruit?
Yeah, that blooms on the Fool's Star.
What's that?
Well, it's this celestial body that's linked to Fool's Reach.
Okay.
But what it actually does, still a mystery.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and the mystery surrounding this world fruit, it's intentional, of course.
Right, to keep us guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Create suspense, raise the stakes,
Makes sense.
But more importantly, it makes us consider what really drives these characters. What are they? Are they seeking power, knowledge?
Right.
Something else.
Yeah, something else entirely.
And then there's Periclos himself.
Okay.
He's clearly, like, pulling the strings.
Oh, wow.
And manipulating events, I think. Maybe for his own amusement or maybe something more calculated. Who knows?
That's kind of creepy.
It's creepy. Like, he's not just, an observer.
Right.
He's actively participating.
Oh, wow.
And nudging characters towards, like, specific paths.
Oh, so he's influencing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
He even rewinds time.
What?
To ensure certain outcomes.
Yeah. What?
It's like he's running this elaborate experiment.
Okay.
And the contestants are his subjects.
That's wild.
It really makes you question his motives, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Is he benevolent? Is he mischievous?
Right.
Or is he something more sinister?
Like, what's his end game?
And let's not forget that Periclos isn't the only one with a hidden agenda.
Okay, who else?
Well, when Lima and Jesse return to Rain Manor, we get this tense encounter between Lima and Drake, her uncle.
Oh, right.
Ooh, the tension is, like, palpable.
I bet.
Lima's. She has this new ability
to
sense the intentions hidden behind a person's soul.
So she can see through his facade.
Exactly. She knows he's not to be trusted.
Wow, that's cool.
It's interesting, though, because Drake doesn't know about this ability.
Oh, so he thinks he's, like, got the upper hand.
Right. He thinks he's in control, but Lima's already one step ahead.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, she's privy to all his deceptions. It sets up this, like, fascinating power dynamic.
Yeah, totally.
With Lima holding this crucial advantage that Drake doesn't even know about.
So it's like a psychological thriller.
Yes.
But in, like, this fantasy world.
Exactly.
Cool.
And then we have the arrival of the Zephorias.
Okay, who are they?
Gell and Ja'nette.
Okay.
Another set of twins.
Wow, lots of twins.
I know, right?
Interesting.
They're also contestants in the Fool's Festival.
Oh, okay.
And they're guided by this powerful figure named Caroline.
Okay.
And their personalities are, like, completely different.
Oh.
So the Zephorias add, another layer of intrigue and complexity to everything.
I see.
Gell is very impulsive and confrontational.
Okay.
While Ja'nette is much more analytical.
Oh.
She prefers technology
Everything.
over brute force.
Gotcha.
They're contrasting approaches to the festival. It's like it reflects the different ways that that people can harness their conviction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And their dynamic with Lima is it's really fascinating.
Okay.
Gell recognizes that Lima resembles Alicia.
Oh, right.
And he immediately provokes her.
Really?
Yeah. And it leads to this sparring match.
Oh, wow.
It's doing this fight that that Lima learns this very valuable lesson.
What's that?
The importance of controlling her rage through breath work.
Oh, okay.
So this sparring match, it's not just about winning or losing.
Right.
It's a step in Lima learning to control her rage. Right. And this foreshadows her larger struggle with the darker aspects of her conviction.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
She needs to master her emotions to use her powers effectively.
Yeah, I see.
That classic hero's journey, right?
Totally. Yeah, overcome your inner demons before you can face the outer demons.
And in this case, those inner demons are very literal.
Right.
So the plot takes this another dramatic turn.
Okay.
With the attack on Garden Village.
Okay.
It's a small community on the arm of Fool's Reach. And the chaos and destruction is just like a stark reminder of the brutal reality.
Yeah, of this world.
Of this world, exactly.
Wow.
So the attack on Garden Village.
Okay.
It's orchestrated by Drake and Kane.
Oh, no.
I know, and it really it highlights this pervasive nature of power and greed in Fool's Reach.
I see.
It also introduces us to Simone. Yeah, she's a former resident.
Okay.
Who uses illusions to protect her people.
Oh, wow.
And her resourcefulness and her resilience in the face of all this adversity makes her this really compelling character.
Interesting.
And let's not forget about Jay.
Okay.
Who shows up
during the attack?
During the attack, yeah.
Okay, who's Jay?
He's another powerful entity.
Okay.
And Caroline's brother.
Oh, wow.
And his personality is so whimsical.
Whoa. Okay.
It contrasts sharply.
Yeah, with the grimness of it all.
With the grimness of the situation. It's like he's detached from the suffering.
Oh, wow.
And more interested in the spectacle of it.
That's a little off-putting.
It really adds this layer of moral ambiguity to the whole story.
Okay.
He claims to be guided by a higher power, but his actions just seem impulsive and motivated by a desire for entertainment.
So he just wants to be amused.
I think so.
Wow.
It makes you question whose side he's really on.
Right.
What are his ultimate goals?
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all very Shakespearean.
Oh, yeah.
These powerful beings toying with the fates of mortals.
Yeah. That's a good comparison.
And speaking of toying with fates,
okay.
Lima's capture of Simone, who has been operating under this alias Smokehouse,
right,
really forces her to confront the themes of trust and betrayal.
Okay.
What's so compelling here is Lima's argument for vulnerability. Even when it risks, getting hurt.
Yeah.
She understands that true connection requires opening yourself up
to other people.
Yeah, even if it means potential heartbreak.
Totally.
So this conviction is tested when she chooses to trust Simone.
Oh, okay.
Despite all the uncertainty,
right.
of her past.
Yeah.
And that trust pays off.
Oh, good.
Simone sheds the Smokehouse identity.
Okay.
And reveals her true self.
Oh, wow.
It's a heartwarming moment that really underscores the transformative power of compassion.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And Jay, as a symbol of her change of heart, he gives Simone the Two of Cups card.
Huh.
This seemingly simple gesture really speaks volumes about redemption and the possibility of new beginnings, even in a world ravaged by conflict.
Yeah, no, I like that.
While all of this is happening, Alicia and her ever-loyal butler, Darwin, they arrive in Bust Rocket.
Bust Rocket?
Yeah, it's another town on the arm.
Okay.
And they're expecting Lima and Jesse to arrive soon.
Okay.
And Alicia's anticipation is almost motherly.
Interesting.
It's an interesting contrast to her coldness that we've seen before. She clearly cares, about her children's well-being. She even leaves supplies
Oh, wow.
For them.
That's nice.
In Garden Village.
Oh.
So it suggests that maybe there's more to their relationship.
Right, it's more complex.
We initially thought.
Than it seems.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe there's some warmth beneath that steely exterior.
Yeah, maybe.
Meanwhile, Lima and Jesse they're continuing their journey, and they're growing closer, as they travel.
Yeah.
Jesse starts to develop a connection with Gell.
Huh, interesting.
Which I find fascinating, considering how different their personalities
They're
are.
total opposites.
But this bond between these unlikely allies really hints that there's a potential for shifting loyalties as the Fool's Festival moves forward.
That makes sense.
And it underscores the idea that even amidst conflict, unexpected connections can emerge.
That's true.
And then just when things seem to be settling down, Lima is captured by Drake and Kane.
What?
They put a tech collar on her.
A tech collar?
Yeah, to suppress her powers.
Wow.
And they plan to execute her in the town square.
Oh my gosh.
It's villainous. It makes your blood run cold.
That's
And this is a turning point in the story.
Yeah, for sure.
It raises the stakes like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We see Ja'nette step up.
Okay.
In a big way.
Good.
She uses her tech skills to analyze what's going on and to come up with a plan to save Lima.
Wow, she's resourceful.
She is, and it's remarkable how quick she is on her feet in this situation.
Yeah.
She's more than just a tech whiz.
Right.
She's a force to be reckoned with.
She's really coming into her own.
It's also worth noting how the author blends these fantastical elements with technology.
Right.
Like the tech collar that they use to suppress her conviction.
Yeah.
It adds this sci-fi twist to the magical world.
Yeah, it's a cool mix.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's even in a world with ancient powers and these mythical beings,
right,
technology can still be a powerful tool.
Oh, for sure.
For good or evil.
It can be used for anything.
And speaking of evil, Kane gives this chilling confession about his motivations.
Oh, wow.
And it really sheds light on his disturbing character.
Okay.
He's not driven by money or loyalty or even a desire for power. He just enjoys inflicting pain.
Oh, wow.
And kind of reveling in the chaos he creates.
That's scary.
It's terrifying, and it's a reminder that some people are just drawn to darkness.
Yeah.
To the thrill of it.
Just because they like it.
Exactly.
Wow.
He's a terrifying antagonist.
I bet.
Because his cruelty just seems to stem from this place of profound emptiness.
Right.
This lack of empathy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's disturbing.
It's fascinating and disturbing.
Yeah.
His character really serves as this cautionary tale.
Okay.
About the dangers of unchecked power.
Right.
And the potential for cruelty when people when they detach themselves from human connection and compassion.
Right. So we have to remember to stay connected to each other.
Yeah. And just when all hope seems lost for Lima, Ja'nette, she reveals that she's there.
Oh, good.
And she uses her powers to disable the collar temporarily. Okay. But it's a moment of triumph. It really shows her bravery and her growing mastery of her abilities.
That's awesome.
And then in a stroke of luck, or maybe fate, who knows, Drake's gun jams.
Oh, wow.
Allowing Ja'nette to capture him.
What?
Yeah. So the tables have turned.
Wow, go Ja'nette.
But the fight is far from over, right? Because Lima is now facing off against Kane.
Uh-oh.
And she's fueled by her determination to protect Ja'nette and her growing mastery over her own powers.
So she's getting stronger.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
The tension in this final confrontation is just incredible.
I bet.
And it's not just a physical fight.
Right.
It's a battle of ideologies.
Oh, wow.
Lima representing compassion and control against Kane, who, embodies chaos and these destructive impulses.
Oh, that's deep.
So as Ja'nette pushes her abilities to the limit, amplifying Lima's conviction to its peak, we're left wondering, will this new power, will it lead to victory?
Right.
Or will it lead to destruction?
Will she be able to control it?
Right.
Oh, that's a good cliffhanger.
We'll have to wait for part 2 to find out.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure. This is a story that does not hold back.
Okay.
When it comes to exploring the complexities of power and choice.
Right.
And the very nature of what it means to be, human.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Okay, so we left off with Lima.
Oh.
Facing this critical choice to, control her amplified conviction or risk being consumed by it.
Losing herself.
Yeah, and it's terrifying, but it's also exhilarating.
Yeah, totally.
With the fate of not just Lima, but potentially everyone around her hanging in the balance.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
This cliffhanger, I think it really captures like the core tension of the whole story.
Right.
This struggle for control.
Yeah, I see that.
When you're dealing with this immense power, it's a theme that like resonates with us on like a primal level, I think.
Oh, for sure.
We've all had those moments when our emotions are just like threatening to overwhelm us.
Yeah.
Where that line between control and chaos feels like dangerously thin.
Right. You could go either way.
It's like walking a tightrope.
Oh, yeah.
One wrong step and
everything falls apart.
And in Lima's case, the stakes are incredibly high.
Yeah, for sure.
If she loses control, she becomes like the very monster that everyone fears she is.
That's a scary thought.
The author is like so good at weaving this internal struggle into the larger narrative of the Fools Festival. The competition itself becomes this metaphor for the challenges we face in life, right?
Yeah.
Where the pursuit of a goal, in this case the world fruit, can lead you down like some pretty dangerous paths.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
I'm really intrigued by the Fools Festival.
Okay.
I mean, the name itself is like loaded with symbolism.
Yeah, it definitely suggests that like things are going to get a little crazy.
Right, like a world where chaos and unpredictability reign.
Totally. Yeah.
It's like this cosmic game.
Oh, okay.
Where the players are constantly being like tested, pushed to their limits. It's not just a competition.
Right.
It's like a crucible.
Oh, wow.
They have to confront their deepest fears.
Yeah.
And desires,
Oh, that's interesting.
and make choices that reveal their true nature.
Like who they really are.
Exactly. And the fact that each contestant gets a card from a tarot deck just adds another layer of meaning.
Totally.
Right? Like each card represents an archetype or a path, that reflects the person who receives it. So Lema, for example, is the High Priestess Fool of Hearts.
The High Priestess Fool of Hearts. What do you think that means?
Well, the High Priestess in the traditional tarot represents intuition and mystery.
Okay.
And a connection to the subconscious.
Interesting.
And then the Fool, right?
Yeah.
That represents new beginnings and taking risks, embracing the unknown.
So combining them with like the element of hearts suggests that it's a path driven by emotion.
Yeah.
And compassion.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So Lima's journey is about trusting her instincts and navigating this unpredictable world with her heart as her guide.
Even when it might not make sense.
Right. Even when logic says, do something else.
Right. What?
It's a path that's full of danger.
Oh, yeah.
As we've already seen.
Right.
And the challenge for her is balancing her intuition with a sense of responsibility to harness that power.
Yeah.
But not be consumed by it.
Right. Yeah.
What about Jesse?
Okay.
He's the loving fool of diamonds.
Loving fool of diamonds. Okay.
What does that tell us?
Well, the diamond suit is usually about like the material world and action and willpower.
Interesting.
So loving with the fool, it suggests that he's optimistic, generous, and that he puts other people before himself.
Which really fits his personality. I mean, he's always there to support Lema.
Oh.
Even when she pushes him away.
That's sweet.
I get the feeling that his role in this whole festival thing, it might be more important than we initially thought.
You think so?
Yeah, I think his compassion and his loyalty could be like a crucial factor in Lima's journey.
Interesting.
He might be the thing that keeps her grounded.
Yeah.
The reminder of the humanity that she's fighting to protect.
That's a good point.
So speaking of anchors,
Okay.
let's talk about Alicia.
Oh, Alicia. Okay.
Her arrival in Bust Rocket is it's another layer of intrigue. It's clear that she's not just there to watch the festival. She's got her own agenda.
Okay.
But her motivations are like shrouded in mystery.
I see.
But we can kind of glean some insights from her actions.
Okay.
Like the care package that she leaves for Lemma and Jesse.
In Girton Village.
Yeah. It suggests that that she's more concerned about their well-being than she lets on.
Than she shows.
Exactly. Like she wants to help, but she struggles to express it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of her position, her power.
Yeah, the need to be strong.
Right. Like she needs to maintain this image of strength and control.
That makes sense.
You know, and it's a fascinating observation, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe Alicia's role in this story is to confront her own emotional barriers.
Okay.
To learn that vulnerability can be a strength.
Not a weakness.
Right, exactly.
Interesting.
And wouldn't that be a compelling parallel to Lima's journey?
Oh, totally.
Women,
both with their own struggles,
wrestling with their internal conflicts.
Yeah.
Trying to find their place in this world that demands both power and compassion.
That's a really good point.
And let's not forget about Darwin.
Okay.
Yeah. Alicia's ever loyal butler.
Yeah.
He's more than just a servant, though.
Right,
He's a confidant.
Okay.
A keen observer. And maybe even a protector.
A protector.
I love how he just like appears.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
With impeccable timing.
Yeah, he always knows what to do.
It's like he knows more than he's letting on.
Like he's got secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's privy to secrets that even Alicia might be hiding.
Interesting, yeah.
Do you remember how he referred to Alicia as Luna?
Oh, right, her old name.
Oh. Which suggests like a history that goes way deeper than just employer-employee.
Deeper than we thought.
He might be the key to understanding her past.
Interesting.
And the choices that she's made.
I like him. He's a cool character.
He's great. He's like a walking encyclopedia of Foles Reach's history and customs.
Cool.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Right.
Some hidden abilities that come into play later.
That would be cool.
So shifting back to the festival.
Okay.
The world fruit is still like this big mystery.
Right. We still don't know what it does.
Yeah.
We know it blooms on the Fool's Star.
Yeah.
And it's connected to Nova events.
Right. Those bursts of energy.
Yeah. Released during moments of extreme trauma and transformation.
Interesting.
The source material hints that the world fruit's power like grows with each Nova event. So Lema's transformation at Cherry Grove, that was definitely one.
Okay.
And I think it's safe to assume that there will be more.
Oh, for sure.
As the competition heats up.
Yeah.
It's like the festival is it's a pressure cooker.
Oh, wow.
You know, designed to push people
at their breaking point.
Yeah, to their breaking point, to
Yes.
force those Nova events to happen.
But why?
Right. Like what's Pericles' end game?
Yeah, what's he trying to do?
Is he trying to cultivate the world fruit for himself?
Oh, okay.
Or is he orchestrating these events to test the contestants?
Okay.
To see who's worthy.
Right.
You know.
To wield that power.
His ability to manipulate time and space just adds another layer of intrigue.
Totally.
He can teleport people. He can alter environments.
Well,
He can even like rewind specific moments.
right, like when he stopped Lima. Sleeping.
Like he's playing this this cosmic game of chess.
Oh, wow.
And using the contestants as his pawns.
That's kind of messed up.
It is.
Yeah.
And then there's the symbolism of the world fruit itself.
Right.
I mean, the name suggests a power that could like reshape reality.
Wow.
A force with limitless applications.
So it could be anything?
It could be ultimate knowledge.
Okay.
The ability to control the elements.
Right.
Even the key to immortality. You know.
Oh, that's a lot.
The possibilities are both like exciting and terrifying.
Yeah, I bet.
The author does a great job of leaving us speculating, feeding our curiosity without revealing too much too soon.
Classic storytelling.
Exactly. It keeps us engaged.
Yeah.
And wanting to learn more.
Right, to uncover the truth.
And speaking of mysteries.
Okay.
What about the connection between technology and magic?
Oh, right.
In this world.
Yeah.
It's not your typical fantasy setting.
Right, where magic is everything.
Right, where magic is like the only source of power.
Yep. Yeah.
We've got tech collars,
right.
Devices that manipulate heart particles.
Okay.
Ja'nette can interface with technology
using her conviction.
Exactly. And it's this fascinating juxtaposition that I think it reflects our own world.
Okay.
Where technology is becoming more and more intertwined with our lives.
That's true.
The author seems to be exploring the potential of both magic and technology, suggesting that they're not like these separate things.
Right, they can work together.
But rather complementary forces.
That's interesting.
It's like they're both tools.
Okay.
And it's up to us to decide how to use them.
To create or to destroy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Will we connect?
Or isolate ourselves?
Right.
That's a big question.
It's a timely question, especially now.
In our world?
Yeah.
Where technology is moving so fast.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what role technology will play in the festival.
Oh, right.
Right. Will it be a force for good? Like helping Ja'nette to protect others?
Yeah.
Or will it be used for more sinister purposes?
Right, like the tech collar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fact that Drake and Kane use that to suppress Lama's powers shows that it can be a tool for control and oppression.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've talked a lot about the big picture stuff, the symbolism, the themes,
the mysteries.
The mysteries, yeah.
Okay.
But I want to circle back to one of my favorite parts.
What's that?
The characters.
The characters. Oh yeah.
They're so well crafted.
Totally. Yeah.
Each with their own quirks.
Right, their own personalities
and motivations and complexities.
They feel real.
Even the villains.
Right.
We've talked about Kane.
Right, and how scary he is.
But even Drake.
Yeah.
As despicable as he is,
right.
He feels like more than just a one-dimensional bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
He's more complex than that.
He's ambitious.
Okay.
He's manipulative. He's driven by this desire for power.
Yeah, for sure.
But there are hints
in
the source material about his past.
Right, that maybe explain why he is the way he is.
Exactly. There's that scene where he talks about growing up in Alicia's shadow, feeling inadequate.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse his actions.
Right.
But it gives us a glimpse into the insecurities that might be driving him.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's like that saying, every villain is the hero
of their own story.
Yeah,
yeah.
And in Drake's case, it's a story of resentment.
Okay.
And ambition and this desperate need for validation.
He just wants to prove himself.
And then we've got the Zephorius.
Oh, right, Gell and Ja'nette.
Gell and Ja'nette, yeah.
Yeah.
There's such a fascinating study in contrasts.
Yeah, they really are.
Gell with his cynicism and his confrontational nature represents this more hardened approach to the festival.
Okay.
He's seen the darkness of the world.
Yeah.
And he's adapted.
He's had to.
He's quick to judge.
Right.
Suspicious of everyone.
Right.
Always ready for a fight.
Yeah, he seems tough.
But there's this vulnerability.
Really?
Underneath.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to Ja'nette.
His sister.
Yeah, he clearly cares about her.
That's sweet.
Even if he doesn't, always show it.
Right.
Ja'nette, on the other hand, she's got this more optimistic outlook.
Okay.
This belief in the power of technology to create positive change.
Interesting.
She's resourceful.
Yeah.
She's adaptable. She's constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
She's a cool character.
I love her ingenuity.
Yeah.
The way that she uses her tech skills to analyze situations.
Okay.
Come up with plans and even manipulate energy fields.
Wow.
She's she's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, she's powerful.
And I get the sense that she's just getting started.
I think so too.
Her connection with Jesse is also interesting.
Okay.
Despite their differences.
Yeah.
They seem to understand each other.
That's good.
They find common ground in their desire to help others.
Right, yeah.
And their alliance.
Could be a big deal.
It could be significant.
In the festival.
Yeah. It's like the author is showing us that even the most unlikely pairings can find strength.
Right.
In their differences.
Yeah, that's a good message.
And let's not forget Simone.
Oh, right.
The illusionist from Garten Village.
Yeah.
Her transformation.
Right. From Smokehouse.
From Smokehouse to her true self.
Yeah.
Is really a testament to the power of compassion and connection.
Oh, I like that.
Her story is all about shedding that protective shell.
Right. Letting people in.
Learning to trust again.
Yeah.
And embracing her true identity.
That's beautiful.
It's a powerful message.
Yeah.
Especially in a world like False Reach.
Right. So harsh.
So harsh and unforgiving.
Yeah.
And the Two of Cups card that she gets from Jay symbolizes this new beginning.
Okay.
The potential for building meaningful relationships based on trust and understanding.
That's nice.
It's a reminder that even in the midst of chaos and darkness, there's always hope for healing and growth.
Right. You can always start over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The author's so good at weaving these individual journeys into the larger narrative and creating this tapestry of interconnected lives.
Right.
Choices.
Yeah.
And consequences.
Well, connected.
Really keeps you guessing.
Totally.
Constantly challenging your assumptions.
Yeah.
Leaving you wanting to see what happens next.
I can't wait.
Before we jump into the final part of this deep dive.
Okay.
I want to touch on something that really struck me.
What's that?
It's this idea that that conviction isn't just like about willpower or determination.
Okay.
It's about what you believe in.
What you believe in. Okay.
Yeah, what you're willing to fight for.
Right, what you stand for.
It's the fuel that drives these characters.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
That's a good point.
It raises some interesting questions for us.
For the readers.
For the readers, yeah.
Okay.
Like what are our convictions?
Yeah, it's deep.
What are we willing to stand up for, even when it's difficult or unpopular?
Even when it's hard.
It's a question worth pondering.
Definitely.
Especially in a world that often rewards conformity and silence,
Right, just going along with things.
Right.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that our convictions are our beliefs.
Yeah.
They have the power to shape not just our own lives,
okay,
but the world around us.
That's true.
So as we head into the final part,
yeah,
I'm really curious to see how these characters' convictions will be tested.
Right, how they'll be challenged.
How their choices will shape the outcome of the festival.
Yeah. And
ultimately, what lessons they'll learn.
What lessons we'll learn.
And what lessons we'll learn.
From watching them.
Along the way.
I can't wait.
Okay, so we've explored this intricate world of False Reach.
Right.
With its, complex characters and hidden agendas.
Yeah.
And this looming mystery of the world fruit. As we dive into this final part,
okay,
I am on the edge of my seat.
I bet
to see how it all unfolds.
Right.
The stage, is it's set for a thrilling climax.
Oh yeah.
We got Lema grappling with her amplified conviction. Ja'nette's a captive of Drake.
Right.
And Cain Erebus.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
This chilling embodiment of chaos.
Yeah.
Is still out there.
Right. He's still a threat.
The tension is it's palpable.
Oh, for sure.
And the stakes have never been higher.
Yeah. It's all come down to this.
The author's done such a brilliant job.
Right.
Of weaving this tapestry of suspense.
Yeah.
Leaving us desperately wanting to know
what happened.
The fate of our heroes.
Yeah.
And the outcome of this whole epic clash.
Right. It's going to be good.
It's like It's like watching this high-stakes game of chess.
Oh, yeah.
Where every move could have these unforeseen consequences.
Right. You don't know what's going to happen.
And let's not forget about the symbolic weight of this whole confrontation.
Yeah.
You know, Lima's struggle to control her rage.
Yeah.
Really mirrors a battle that I think we all face.
Totally.
That choice between succumbing to our darker impulses or rising above them to embrace compassion and understanding. It's a reminder that true strength, doesn't just lie in raw power.
Okay.
But in the ability to use that power responsibly.
To make good choices.
Exactly, to make choices that align with our values.
Even when it's hard.
Even when it's hard.
Yeah.
And the author is like using this world, this fantastical world to explore these universal truths about human nature.
Right. Who we are.
Right. And it makes us examine our own choices.
Yeah.
And the consequences
that come from them.
That they might have.
It's a story that stays with you long after you finish it.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most striking element of the narrative?
Well, I think the author's ability to create these morally gray characters is really cool. Like, take Cain Erebus.
Right.
He's obviously cruel and destructive, but his confession, it reveals that there's this emptiness there.
Right, this void.
Yeah, this lack of connection to everyone.
It's a world.
To the world around him.
Right. It's almost tragic.
Yeah, it is.
Like, makes you wonder, if things had been different,
right?
Would he have chosen a different path?
It makes you think.
Yeah, one that didn't involve, so much pain.
Right.
It challenges this whole idea of good versus evil.
Yeah, that it's not black and white.
Right. It's not so simple.
It's more complicated than that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great.
Even the most villainous characters,
right?
They have their reasons. Their wounds,
their past experiences
that shape their choices.
It shapes who they are.
And it's a reminder to look beyond those surface appearances.
Right, to really try to understand them.
And consider the things that drive human behavior.
Totally.
And it adds this layer of depth.
Yeah, to the story.
To the storytelling,
Makes it more interesting.
It makes us grapple with these uncomfortable truths and acknowledge that the line between hero and villain can be pretty blurry sometimes.
That's true.
And then there's the Zephorius.
Oh, right, Gell and Ja'nette.
Gell and Ja'nette.
Yeah.
They really embody this duality of human nature.
Okay.
This potential for darkness and light that exists within us all.
Right. We all have both.
Exactly.
Inside of us.
So Gil, with his cynicism and quickness to anger.
Right. His temper
represents this more guarded approach to life.
He's seen a lot.
He's seen the worst of humanity.
Yeah.
And he's built walls around himself.
Right, to protect himself.
To cope.
Yeah, I get that.
But there's also this protectiveness.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This fierce loyalty.
Yeah.
To his sister.
Ah.
That hints at a softer side.
I like that.
He's a reminder that even those who seem hardened, they often carry these deep wounds.
Yeah, past hurts.
And their abrasive behavior can be a defense mechanism against more pain.
So he's just trying to protect himself.
Yeah, and Ja'nette, on the other hand.
Yeah, Ja'nette.
She embodies hope and the power of innovation.
She's a problem solver.
Yeah, she approaches challenges with ingenuity and compassion.
Yeah.
Always seeking solutions that benefit others.
I like her.
Her belief in technology's potential for good is it's a refreshing counterpoint.
Yeah, to Gel's negativity.
To Gel's cynicism, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, it's so important to hold on to hope,
to have faith,
to believe in the possibility of a better future.
Yeah, a brighter future.
And to actively work towards creating that.
Right, don't just wait for it.
Her unwavering belief in her brother Even when he pushes her away.
Right. Even when he's being difficult.
Is really touching.
Yeah.
It speaks to the power of those family bonds.
Right. This connection.
The way that that love can persevere.
Even when it's hard.
Even in the most trying of circumstances.
That's true.
Their dynamic really highlights the importance of balance, I think. The need to see both the darkness and the light that exist within ourselves and others.
It's how we learn.
And it's through accepting that duality that we can achieve true understanding and growth.
Yeah, like that.
I'm particularly drawn to how the author explores sibling relationships.
Oh yeah, it's a big part of the story.
In this story, Lemmy and Jesse, even though they're different, they share this unbreakable bond.
Right. And Gell and Ja'nette, too.
And Gell and Ja'nette.
They always have each other's backs.
Yeah, even though they clash,
Yeah.
they always have each other's backs.
They're nice.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that family, whether it's blood,
or
choice, is a powerful force.
That shapes us.
And those connections can really shape us and sustain us through life's challenges.
Totally. It's how we get through the tough times.
Family is a recurring theme.
Yeah, for sure.
In this whole narrative.
It comes up a lot.
And it's a source of both, strength and conflict.
Yeah, it can be both.
A reminder that those closest to us can both wound us and heal us.
That's true.
And the author explores this in such a nuanced and sensitive way.
It's well done.
Yeah, creating these characters that feel so real.
Right, you really connect with them.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thought you want to leave our listeners with?
That's a good question.
What's the most significant takeaway from this exploration of Foal's Reach?
I'd say to consider that conviction is more than just willpower.
Okay.
It's about aligning your actions with your beliefs, standing up for what you hold dear.
Even when it's hard.
Even when it's hard.
Yeah, even when it's hard.
It's about using your power.
Whatever that is.
To make a positive impact on the world.
It's about finding your purpose. Yeah. Your reason for being.
And to do.
And letting that guide you.
Right.
Your choices, big and small.
And remember that conviction. It can be such a powerful force for change, for good.
Yeah.
Both within us and in the world around us.
It's what drives heroes.
Yeah, fight for justice.
Right.
It's what inspires artists to create.
To create beauty.
Yeah, and it's what motivates ordinary people to make a difference.
Yeah, it's the spark.
Yeah.
That ignites passion.
The compass that guides us.
Right.
Through the unknown.
It's the fuel that propels us towards a brighter future.
This has been such a fascinating look at human nature.
Yeah.
At power.
And choice.
Yeah.
When we're faced with these extraordinary circumstances.
I hope our listeners have enjoyed it.
I know I have. It's given me a lot to think about.
I bet.
Not just about the story itself, but about my own convictions, my own journey.
I think that's the mark of a really great story.
Yeah.
It makes you think about your own life.
It stays with you long after you've finished it.
Yep.
It makes you reflect.
Right.
Makes you question.
Yeah.
Makes you grow.
It was great talking about this with you.
Likewise, and to our listeners.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for listening
on this journey.
Yeah, this deep dive.
We hope you enjoyed exploring the depths of Foal's Reach.
Yeah, it's a cool world.
And until next time, keep those convictions burning bright.
Yeah, stay true to yourselves.